Back here at Phoenix Muni, it's Sun Devil Extra presented by Spring Hill Suites, Phoenix, Scottsdale. Braiden Bell alongside the big left-hander for the Sun Devil baseball squad. Friday night starter, Ben Jacobs joining us. First off, Ben, a couple days away from you taking the hill right behind us. What's the emotions like going into this new season?
I'm ecstatic, man. I can't wait. I can't wait to go to war with these guys, and we're gonna get a lot of wins. It's gonna be super fun. I can't wait.
I want to ask you about kind of getting into the marathon of a baseball season. There's nothing like it really in any other sport. The grind, but also the emotions and the success you can have when you go together with your brothers, like you said, and go to war. How are you guys all feeling collectively before you get going in this season starting Friday?
We couldn't be more ready. We've been working our butts off all fall, all winter, and we're just waiting for these 3 days to pass. I mean, it's been the longest week of my life for this past week. Just waiting for another team in another uniform to come here and play. So we're ready. We're ready to play, and we're ready to work hard.
Sleepless nights at all?
No, I'm sleeping like a baby.
You're ready to go. I want to ask about your emergence last year. It was quite the story to see how you were able to come up from basically a midweek and relief guy to being the Friday night starter and all the buzz that's around you now. You know, obviously work goes into that. It just doesn't happen overnight. Now you've had an off season. I know you spent some time on the Cape. A little bit of time on the Cape, and you had a full offseason to prepare for this year. How excited are you to try to build off of what you did last year?
Yeah, last year was definitely a big learning experience for me, and dealt with a lot of adversity and got a lot of reps, and that was the big part for me, just getting out and competing, getting chances to compete. Going up to summer ball in the Cape, got to face the best of the best, go out there and compete, and honestly just getting on the field and having fun, being where my feet are. But I'm ready for this year. I'm in the best shape I've ever been on the mound and mentally. But, I mean, I can't wait. It's going to be a good one.
You mentioned mental aspects of pitching, and it is so crucial. I think along with tennis and maybe golf, the mound is that one area in all of sports where you have to be so mentally strong. Mm-hmm. How have you grown in that area over the course of your time in college?
Coming to college baseball, the culture is a lot different than, high school baseball where, like I said earlier, we're all going to war together, and college baseball is not easy. By all means, and going out there and competing with everyone else and allowing myself to trust the guys behind me helps me compete a lot better and play a lot better, knowing that the 8 guys behind me are going to work their butts off for me, and I'm going to do the same for them. So controlling what I can control and letting what I can't control go and see what my team can do for me.
Inevitably, it's part of baseball. Something bad will happen at some point, and it's interesting. I always enjoy reading about how people get over those struggles, those times of turbulation. What ways do you get through any sort of trouble you may have out there? Let's say you walk a guy on 4 pitches, there's an error behind you. How do you kind of flush that and move forward?
I just remind myself that it's a game at the end of the day. It's baseball isn't end-all, be-all, and I'm just doing what I love at the end of the day. This is my passion. I want to be here every single day. There's never a day where I don't want to be at the field. But, just one pitch at a time and controlling my breath and controlling my pulse, and that's big for me.
You're a strikeout guy, but your pitch mix is really fun to watch as well. Obviously, your fastball's great, plus changeup, and then you've got, of course, a really good slider to play off of that as well. What were you really focusing on in the offseason in preparation with your pitch mix to improve all facets of you on the mound?
Yeah, physically, I was working on my body just to get stronger because I'm not the biggest cat on the field at all times. But from a pitching standpoint, I worked a lot of you call it a changeup, but it's a splitter. A lot of people call it a changeup. But I've been working really hard on that, throw it to lefties and righties, so can throw it in any count. And me and Coach Carter were working a lot on my slider this year, too, to get a lot more kind of whiffy pitch, 2-strike pitch. But they both came a long way, and now I'm able to throw all 4 in the zone and any count, and it allows me to get more advantages on hitters.
You do have a new pitching coach this year, Jeremy Accardo, coming in, and obviously someone with a great resume, pro ball experience, Valley native, and then, of course, his coaching resume kind of speaks for itself as well. What's it been like kind of getting to know him and working with him leading into this season?
He's unbelievable. Every single guy on our staff loves him. He's just brings bubbly energy to the field and makes baseball fun like it always is. And he's never yelling at us, making us worried, stuff like that. But he's always playing music. He's super upbeat, and he just tells us to be confident and go out and pitch with our strengths and enjoy the game of baseball and be where our feet are. And he's helped me a lot on the mental side too. And he just allows us to play loose and with a slower pulse.
What's it like being in a program like ASU where it is MLBU, if you will? And obviously we talked about Coach Accardo. We obviously know Coach Bloomquist's pro resume as well, but you're just surrounded by so many guys that have had so much success, ultimately where you want to be. What's that like?
I mean, they've been there before, and they know what they're talking about, and that's why I love this program so much, is that if you really buy into this program and culture, you're going to get better regardless. Every single guy on our staff has been to the top, been to the biggest of the big, and they know what it took to get there mentally and physically, and if we just buy in here, and I mean, we're no doubt going to get better, and we're no doubt going to win games.
You guys want to get back to the NCAA tournament for the first time in 3 years now, and I know last couple of years you were close, not quite getting there. How much of a motivating factor is that, knowing that this could be the year in a new conference? Some people are still underestimating you guys as a squad. Is there a little bit of chip on your shoulder to try to reach that tournament for the first time in a while?
Yeah, for sure, but we don't really buy into all those rankings.
We got a guest here.
Yeah. Eddie.
Eddie, okay.
But
we'll get Eddie on again in a second.
Yeah, for sure. But, I mean, we don't buy into all that. We just do what we know we can do. And we know that we're full of talent and we're full of hard workers. But we're not striving for a regional or super regional. We're striving for Omaha. And that's where we want to go, and that's where we're going to go. And that's all of our goal as a team. And having that goal as a team makes us all work for it and work for the guy next to you.
3 guys, including yourself, with preseason Golden Spikes watch list honorees, if you will. The talent pops off the page. Certainly, whether it's the pitching staff or the lineup is very solid as well. What's it been like in fall ball, preparing for this as a pitcher, going against that lineup once a week or so?
Yeah, it's not easy. I definitely had some tough starts in the fall and in the winter against our guys, but every time that those tough starts happen, I tell myself that I'm glad they're on my team and I don't have to pitch against them every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But we're an incredible hitting team, and that's what made it so much fun this fall, was that Jeremy just told us to go attack and see what happens. And baseball is baseball, but we're going to score, we're going to hit regardless, and we're going to shut it down on the mound, and we're going to catch a lot of people off guard.
With the talented southpaw Ben Jacobs joining us here on Sun Devil Extra. Sun Devils get their season started on Friday against Ohio State. So let's say 6 p.m. Friday, you're walking out to the bullpen to start throwing, or right around that time. What's going to be going on in the head knowing that you're about to take the field, the opening day starter for at this beautiful ballpark as well?
To be honest with you, probably nothing. I kind of just clear my mind and when I pitch and kind of block out all distractions. I don't. Sometimes when I pitch, I come out of the game after my 5th or 6th inning and I don't even remember what I did or how I did. But I kind of get into this ultra focused mentality when I go out there, start warming up for my start, and it's helped me progress and get a lot better and develop, and I'm going to stick with that, but probably nothing to answer your question.
Well, let me ask you this one then. We'll hopefully get a good answer to this. One of my favorite parts of baseball is superstitions, and I feel like pitchers always have their superstitions. What's your game day routine? Whether the superstitions or not, do you have anything you do every single day that you know you're going to start?
I'm not a super superstitious guy, but I will say I wear the same pair of cleats every single time I pitch, and no matter what the uniform is, I have to wear those cleats. And last year I wore the same pair from opening day till the last game, and I believe that they're the lucky cleats.
Lucky cleats. So you've already got yours picked out for this year,
Yep.
then? Okay, ready to go. And
You've been breaking them in.
You've been breaking them in. Okay. So look for those cleats on Friday night when this guy takes them out. Ohio State will be in town, and you heard it. Omaha is the goal for this Sun Devil baseball team. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch you guys play, and certainly to see you out on the mound starting Friday night. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Thank you. I appreciate it.